No, yes. So person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5, person 6, person 7, person 8. Okay. A note card.
Oh, yeah.
Michael. Notes.
Blood, guts, and guitars. What did all those things have in common? Well, that's me, Michael Bickanowski. The blood part comes from EMS, the guts parts comes from fire, and the guitars comes from music and the love of music. When anybody hears that I was involved in EMS or fire, they're like, well, what's the goriest story you have? I want to hear it. So they usually don't want to hear it after I tell them it. It involves a bathtub. And we got a call for someone in, well, they had lost a person. They didn't know where he was. And there was flies on the inside of the glass, so they called us. And we showed up, and I was putting on my gear, and they were like, why are you putting that on? I was like, well, there's a body in there. No, there's not. They didn't believe me. So I put my gear on, we go in. They see him all bloated up in the bathtub. And so then they're like, oh God, oh God. They throw up, and I'm not because I have my respirator on, so I can breathe just fine. We end up cutting the bathtub open, getting the guy out, and he splits. So they didn't want to hear that story. The other one is a kitty litter story. This lady, she called us for a heart attack, and we showed up. She's not really having a heart attack. She had her bags all packed, ready to go. Okay. Get her in the truck. Her main concern was the kitty litter. She's like, I need you to make sure the cat litter's changed. Please change the cat litter. I did it, and that gave her kind of peace of mind, and it really kind of opened up my idea of how to treat a person, because that also made her feel better. So, not all work and no play. I also like to play music and listen to music. Music is a big part of my life, and after going on the Weezer cruise, I ended up getting this drive to play music, and I ended up forming a band called the Alternative Medicine, and we ended up playing the Toledo Music Fest and getting a song on college radio, which was a big win for me, I think. And on the same front of Weezer Cruise, I went and I met two of my favorite bands, Weezer and Ozma. Got to sing on stage with Ozma and Weezer, and I had breakfast with their bass player named Scott, and he actually got me out of my shell to the point where I realized that you can go for what you want, you can be what you want, you can do what you want, but you have to do it. You have to be the one to do it. You can't expect it. And on that cruise, I met the love of my life, Katie, because of Scott's words of wisdom telling me, go for what you want. So, in closing, blood, guts, and guitars, or what includes, is what I am. And everybody has their own version of that. And I encourage you to listen to your own blood, guts, and guitars, and be your own person.